Nicki Minaj just declared her full support for Cardi B and dragged Offset in the process. Look, Cardi's divorce is starting to be one of the wildest things that we've heard in a long while. We thought that it was wild of her to announce a pregnancy and divorce on the same day, but we never thought that Nicki Minaj would get involved in this mess. But y'all, it looks like she just did. Y'all know how Nicki has her beef with Offset separate from the one that she has going on with Cardi, right? Well, she is finally getting her lick back at Offset, clowning him for being a gold digger. And y'all won't believe the things she just revealed about Offset because she just dragged him for a full filth. Okay, so by now everybody and their mama know that Offset has been riding Cardi's coattails for a hot minute because he isn't bringing that Migos money as he used to. When he and Cardi first got together, he was a member of the Migos, which was arguably the biggest group in the world at the time. They were selling out shows and making a whole lot of money. But the Migos have since broken up, and things just aren't the same for Lil Offset. After Takeoff passed away, he and Quavo just didn't like each other anymore. And at this point, it's clear that the Migos are never going to come back. After the Migos split and Takeoff passed, Offset kind of faded into the background. Let's be real, nobody was really checking for him. But you know Cardi's a ride or die chick. She made sure he was still getting that bag. She basically demanded he get in on her McDonald's deal, and then when the Baby Shark movie producers were only asking for her and their kids, she was like, nah, you gotta put my man in too. So yeah, Cardi was the one who put Offset on and got him the bag after everything went down. But even with that, he wasn't exactly smart with his money. According to an insider, Cardi made most of the money for the family. She's all about saving and investing. Offset is about spending wildly. So while they both made a lot of money during the marriage, most of the money they have now is Cardi's. And by most, I mean like 95%. And it's not just money that Cardi has, it's real estate. They own a home in Atlanta where Cardi and the children stay, and they have a home in New Jersey where Cardi's mother stays. She's getting both of those homes. Without Cardi's money, Offset is nowhere near as wealthy as he portrays. That man spends money like water, and he's not even hot like that anymore. Watch what his life ends up looking like without Cardi. So not only is Offset a broke boy and living his fake life, but he is also severely in debt to the IRS. And y'all know that Uncle Sam does not play about his coin. A few months after Cardi left him, Offset was hit with the tax lien of $1.6 million. That was not the only one though, because he was also hit with another lien of $32,963. And y'all wanna guess who's enjoying all of this? Nicki Minaj, that's who. Nicki and Offset have never been cool, and while it all started because of her beef with Cardi, it soon blew up and got deeper than that, where he has his own separate beef. But things didn't really pop off until last year when Offset and Nicki's husband, Kenneth Petty, got into some messy drama. It was so wild that Kenneth ended up getting on house arrest because of it. And y'all already know Nicki does not play when it comes to her men. The drama started when a video went viral showing Kenneth and his friends posted up outside, straight up calling Offset out and threatening to jump him if they ever catch him outside.
Offset, where you at? That's it. Gotta spend that shit. Them niggas out, nigga. I go Kanye, nigga. Know what's up, man. Know what's up, yeah? We outside. Big zoo outside, nigga. Big Queens, right?
It even got worse when Kenneth threatened to murk Offset.
What's wrong? Big fucking money, man. What's up?
Yeah.
What's that, man?
Yeah.
Huh?
You don't know
Big
niggas.
Zoom.
They said you don't know niggas.
Big Zoom. Plan that vacation.
Yeah.
Planning your funeral, pussy.
Yeah.
And all the way to the street, nigga. Everything, nigga. Let's play. Let's play.
Y'all, pulling a stunt like this on any day is a hot mess, but doing it while you're on probation and at the big age you're at, that's just next level dumb. Folks wasted no time to drag him for being messy and poking at Cardi for no good reason. Of course, Nicki got caught up in the chaos too. The heat was so intense that Kenneth had to spill some tea himself, dropping private messages between him and Offset where they had a little spat, talking about airing out the dirty laundry. According to the text, Offset DM'd Kenneth asking him to pull up, saying, "Where you located? You old men and females business with no money for war. Don't post me either since you a gangster, right? You live in Charlotte too?" Kenneth replied, "I'm outside heavy. Ain't hiding from no man, especially no rap man. I'm outside gangster. Shut the F up, man. You ain't even getting no get back for them guys killing your people." Offset then replied, "You a grown man talking ish about a woman? You're a P." Offset also said, "You guys too old and don't be outside. And also, you can think what you think, but you broke and ain't far from me catching already. I'm not gonna say ish else to you online." Kenneth replied, "I ain't hiding, my man. Get in line." Offset clapped back saying, "Get some money." All this broke shaming between two men that's living off they women. But anyways, Offset continued, "Goofiness, you men ain't standing on no business or no money. You broke, I can tell, goofy man." And Kenneth then threw a punch below the belt when he brought up Takeoff's murder, saying, "Use that money to get them men that killed your partner, my G. That's gangster." Turns out that Nicki was hella salty over Offset broke shaming her men, and it explains why she is mocking Offset now that he has been exposed for being broke and living a fake lifestyle. But anyways, Kenneth and his crew really decided to test Offset's gangster and actually pulled up. Now we have no clue what sparked Offset to slide into Kenneth's DMs out of the nowhere or why things were so heated, but word on the streets is that something went down at the VMAs that caused some stirring in the pot. Makes sense though, cause Offset coming for Kenneth was kinda random. But anyways, Kenneth's little video where he was out here threatening Offset to come outside blew up online. And guess what? It got him in a whole lot of trouble with the parole board. And then he got stuck at home for 4 months on house arrest. According to the legal documents, Kenneth was recording a video making threatening remarks towards a specific individual while in the company of someone with a criminal record. As such, the probation officer believes placement in the location monitoring program will effectively allow for a closer monitoring, limit his movements, provide a sanction for his non-compliance, and hopefully encourage him to reflect upon and reevaluate his current status in the community. Not then putting Kenneth on time out. Well, the document went on to say, praying that the court will order Kenneth Petty shall participate for a period of up to 120 days in a home detention program, which may include electronic monitoring, GPS. So when Kenneth was out here bragging about being strapped, I bet he didn't think about him ending up with a monitor strapped to his ankle. Talk about overplaying your hand. He not only broke his parole, but the audacity to flex about it online for everyone else to see was just silly. Naturally, he got busted and then the whole internet dragged him. And that's when Nicki Minaj stepped in, claiming that Offset had been making false claims to the police and CPS about her family, which led cops to roll up to her house with guns drawn. Just messy. She wrote, "2 times my home was surrounded by large guns. This person wanted a family with a 2-year-old to be shot at, yet nothing on any blog. The same person made a false claim to CPS. When you have snitches in high places of the music industry, you don't want to win but realize they can't stop you because God's anointing in my life is very real. Funny how this person hasn't been found, mentioned, arrested, nada." She also wrote, "Can't call the cops every time you flop, just saying." And a child who's done nothing to anyone but bring joy. You gon' get the brakes beaten off of you. Ain't reading the comments. Don't give a F about them, so knock yourself out. Show this to them. Write it down. Take a picture. Try to stop VMAs. What I do? I stepped on them. Best dressed according to Vogue. Body smoking. So yeah, Nicki and Offset have had their own little feud brewing for a while. Separate from her beef with Cardi, of course. And honestly, it looks like she's got more smoke for him than she does for Cardi because it looks like she's been riding hard for Cardi B during this whole divorce drama. Not only did she publicly back Cardi, but she also went in on Offset accusing him of leeching off of her. After Cardi filed for divorce, Nicki showed her love on Twitter saying, "Stop beating up on yourself, handle it gently." According to an insider, Nicki has allegedly been throwing shade at Offset and mocking his situation. And fans also caught some of that shade when she tweeted stuff like, "Dear dummies, was it worth it?" But at the time, we really didn't know who it was about. And it looks like she is still salty about the situation that Offset did to her man. Again, Nicki is going to hold on a beef for a long time because she does not play about her man. But that's not all, because the streets are saying that Offset is desperate to raise enough money to pay his debt and avoid embarrassment. He is determined to try to spin the narrative and make the headlines look like lies. But the thing is, people aren't willing to write him a check now that they know he isn't bringing in as much money as he claims. seems. It's going to be interesting to watch how this all plays out over these next couple of weeks, but y'all, it's not looking good for Offset. Fans have been commenting, of course, and they've been saying stuff like, Offset used Cardi, married her, and now all their funds are attached to each other. Oh, Offset is the player for real. I really feel like Offset was staying with Cardi because he's broke. I don't feel like he actually liked that girl. And Offset ain't got no money for real without Cardi. Shaking my head, karma finna eat him up. But I gotta know what y'all feel about this. Do you really think that Nicki is out here clowning Offset like that? And do you really think that Cardi is finna divorce that man? Drop your thoughts and comments below and then check out this next video.